Coming at you hot.
Ooh, wake up, Rochester.
Yeah,
in the
hello.
Finger Lakes on this Friday. Second cup of sunrise. I'm Brennan. He's James. And we also have Andy in with us today for our first segment. Andy is the awesome overnight sunrise producer.
Yes, so glad you could be here.
I'm so glad to finally be here.
Yes, also been reporting on some of our special series. Had that, the debut during Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yep.
And the new podcast, joining the other series of podcasts, Book Club,
Yes.
which is coming up
Yeah.
with you and Iran and the whole team over there. Was Book Club your idea?
It was an idea that I had pitched to Ron when she was kind of trying to figure out what kind of CTV show to put together.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I talked about doing a book club like a while back. But I was like, oh, who knows? And then we tried to actually start a book club because that's what we wanted to do. Like we wanted to
Like a social one.
Yeah.
Yes, a
Yeah.
social
Not
one.
with
And then
work.
we were like, wait, what if we just did it for work?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of open it up to the
Yeah.
public. It seems pretty original. I don't know of any other, stations
No.
or media that's doing the book club thing.
No.
So I think that's a great idea. You see it on CBS Mornings. They
Mm-hmm.
do something. Oprah comes in,
Yes.
and because Oprah and Gail are besties.
Yeah.
So Oprah will come in, and then they'll do their thing. So thanks for joining us. This is the end of your shift.
Yes, it is.
This is ours.
This is
past the
actually
end.
this is the after hours of
Yeah,
your
it's
shift.
about 2 hours after.
Right, because you're usually doing the show, coming in at 11, I think, right? Say hi to the evening crew,
About, yeah.
10:30, 11, and then work overnight, put our show together.
Mm-hmm.
Then we show up right at the end of your shift. You do the show, and you're out of here by 7.
Usually, yeah. But then I don't sleep on Fridays.
It's a hard shift, but Brennan always says, it's a great liftoff. We want you to stay in Rochester, but you get a resume for
If
an
you can do a
overnighter.
morning show.
Yeah.
You can do any show.
The morning show.
In the
morning
country.
show.
Yes.
You stay up till when? Midnight tonight? How late do you go on Fridays?
I go as late as I possibly can. Sometimes I don't make it past like 10 o'clock, maybe 9:30,
Sure.
depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make it till last week. I made it to 3 p.m. and I was like out the rest of the night.
So, because you want a social life.
Yes.
Obviously, you want to be able to do something.
You do have a big weekend, so you're going to see Hamilton
Yes.
tomorrow. You've seen it before?
No, well, only the recorded version.
Oh,
Sure.
the TV version.
The
So
Disney
just like
one.
you there.
That's me too. Yeah.
This is at RBTL, so it's got the run through Thanksgiving. That's exciting. I knew you were going. I didn't know it was the first time in person.
Yes.
That's awesome. So I obviously wasn't here yesterday because I went and saw it took stuff Wednesday night. It's the third time I've seen it. It's
Was it
awesome.
Steph's third time?
yes, because we've seen them all together. I think she's seen it 3 times
Nice.
Okay,
as
cool.
well.
And
And
all on tour? Is this like your second time on tour or first time on tour?
all touring. We did not
Oh.
go to New York City back when it was crazy, like $1,000 tickets when it first
Right.
came out. So what, 2015, the first one, when it
10
was the
years
hit.
ago?
Yeah. And then at one point, we got in a lottery or waited in line. I did on Ticketmaster. Had tickets to go see it in Chicago. We were going to make a trip out of it. And this was the year that we ended up actually deciding we're changing jobs. We're all moving to Rochester. So we put it off on that.
Yeah.
And then we waited to see when it came around touring. And RBTL is nice.
Yeah.
We've had them in here, Arnie and them, all the changes they've done. It was a good crowd. I actually showed up to go there and walked in. And there are 2 places that I talk about getting recognized in our demo.
Yeah.
It's here in the city, gas stations. Never fails. For something
Interesting.
about it, it's just people coming and going. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And then theater people. Just walk in. And so we go in, and I'm going to my seat. No one has stopped me to say hi or anything at that point. And all of a sudden I hear, BB! It's my nickname for a lot of
Yeah.
people I know.
Yeah.
And I turn to my right, and it's Nikki Rudd from Channel 10, who I used to work with and
about
anchor with.
that?
She's
Okay.
there with her family. We run over, give a big hug.
Aw.
And then I look in the audience, and there's Karen, Primetime 585.
Oh, nice.
They're there,
Yeah.
and she's in the back. So she comes up, and we're starting to take pictures. And it's one thing to get recognized, but when you put like multiple of us together,
Yeah.
Karen's as recognized as anybody
That's
in this
funny.
town with high school sports.
Sure.
And I could just see the audience behind them, just like saying
Yeah,
hi and
yeah.
everything. And then Stacy Pension walks in.
Holy moly.
Right next to us.
It
and we're
was a
just-
party.
It was a party, and I'm like, oh boy. And then it's just, you can see people with their phones and like just
Yeah.
smiling and looking us up. And then I look over, and down at the end of my row was Leah Mallory from
Oh.
here.
Another one.
Another
oh, yeah,
one.
She just snagged the last 2 tickets.
Yeah, she had some
That's
tickets, so I went
amazing.
over and I was talking to her,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Yeah, I came and excited to be here." And she was like, "I actually just got recognized for the first time." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And a guy standing next to us goes, "Oh, well, you can add me to that list too. I watch you guys all the time." And I was like, "Wow!" And
Yeah.
then we go to find our
Stop
seats.
it. This story
It
still
just keeps
going.
going.
Kutchko and Mama Kutchko were sitting there.
Stop
Natalie
it.
was there.
Really? That's funny. And Charla.
Yes.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
that's great.
The story could stop there, but sitting right in front of me, who came in just a little late, Rebecca LeClaire, who used to be a journalist here and now does PR.
Yeah,
And
Rebecca,
so yeah,
I remember her when I was a kid.
it was a who's who of just rock media all
Yeah.
over the place. So
Oh,
that was
that's
fun.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah. So that was the big experience.
So what did you do before the show? I'm always curious. What did you do before and after? After you probably just went home, but before, did you go out to dinner or anything?
We did. We went to Nosh over there
Right
on
there.
Atlantic.
I
Yeah.
haven't been
Yeah.
there yet.
It's a good place.
What'd you get?
It's pricey. This is
Okay.
one of the places
Yeah.
like we don't ever.
What kind of food is it though?
I think it's reasonable for the quality of the food.
Yeah, it's Asian flair, kind of a mix.
Asian flair, famous for their tomahawk steaks.
Yeah.
They have
Ooh.
great cheese plates, pork, like little
Pork belly,
sandwiches
different
there.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good. What we do is I don't think I've ever ordered an entree from there. So we've done pizza and appetizers, which
Okay,
they're
yeah.
good. They do ahi
Tuna?
nachos. It's the best thing.
Ooh.
And like homemade
Sure.
chips. So we did that, and
That
then we
sounds
had some
right up
sort
my
of Asian tostada type thing. It was some Korean beef mixed in. So it was a good.
Yeah. So
It was a
Andy,
good spot.
You got a plan before the show?
I am going to dinner with my friends first, but I'm pretty sure we're going to Rome.
Rome
Ooh.
on Park
and
Ave.
and I haven't been to Rome since I first moved to Rochester. So that was like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
A bit over 2 years ago now.
Sit at the bar or you got a reservation?
I think we're setting up a reservation.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
for an
that's
early
that's
dinner.
hot.
Yeah.
We went to Nate Bargatze like a month ago when he was here, and
Mhm.
like we silly did not put a reservation in,
Eey.
and it was like hour waits everywhere. We're like, oh,
Yep.
This happened to
bad.
us the other night. So for Nosh, Steph and I were trying to figure out when her mom was come over to watch the kids. I was like, we're gonna have 5 to 7. Got to be there by 6:30. Do we have time to do anything?
Yeah.
And I was looking that afternoon at Nosh, and there was just reservations wide open. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
we don't need to worry about it.
Wow.
There were spots every 15 minutes.
Maybe it was
And
because it was a Wednesday.
a Wednesday. And so we go there and walk through the door and we go, okay, table of 2. She's like, we're really reservations only. And I looked around the room and there were 3 tables with people on them. And I said, really? I was like, because I checked the app all afternoon. Like there were open stuff. She's like, well, you can go sit by the bar and order from there. And I was like, fine, that'll be just as quick.
yeah,
And I saw other people coming in and asking the same thing. I was like, no one showed up for the reservations.
yeah, interesting.
And so they were overwhelming all the bartenders having to run out from behind the bar to serve everyone else on the
Yeah.
tall tables. But yeah, that's what we have.
Bar is the move. Well, you'll
Yeah.
enjoy it. You'll have
Yes,
fun
Yeah.
there.
I'm very excited.
Have fun. Listen, get out of here. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for having
Go
me.
take a nap or something. Yeah,
Just try and stay alive today.
we're hanging out. Hanging out.
Happy
Thanks.
Friday! Your Friday's begun.
Happy
Yes,
Friday.
it
This is
has.
great.
Happy Friday.
We still got 3 or more hours of work.
We do. We got
Almost
paid
there,
though.
guys.
That's true.
It is
Yeah.
payday.
Yeah.
It's a good payday.
Money in, money out.
Yeah.
See you, Andy.
See
You're the
ya.
best. That's fun.
Good stuff there.
It is true. Like so many places now, it is reservations.
They want you to
Just
do the
about
reservations.
any night.
Do you have the
Yeah.
Resi app?
That's what it was through. It just took me straight to the website.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah,
I booked them there real quick, and they're always like, they'll charge you a fee if you cancel, or plus or minus 15 minutes for
Usually
showing
it's
up.
the opposite. You go to the restaurant website and you click the link and it sends you to the Resi.
That is what I did. So
Oh,
I went to
okay.
Nosh.
Yeah.
You click, it's a fancy website, great place, highly recommend. And it said reservations, and then it takes you to the other one. And that's
Right.
when I looked, and I was like, man, okay, that's fine. We'll just show up.
Joel Nozarowski, I think is the cook's name, is the famous.
Oh, maybe.
I think that's the guy's name.
It's
He ran Nosh.
Awesome.
I don't know if he's still running it, but he also opened the taco place next door.
Old Pueblo.
He did
Yeah.
and he did the menu for the PGA Senior Tour Championship as
Ooh.
well.
I didn't know
so,
that.
yeah, I interviewed the guy a couple of times. He knew my sister, so yeah, kind of like a Rochester famous chef around here. Big guy, real nice, bubbly, friendly.
I wanted to look up. There's something on the menu that we haven't tried that's for dinner. Let me pull this up and I'll
Yeah.
show you because it is a good place.
Take
If
your
you're-
time. Tomahawk steak, it's probably like $80 or $100 or something like that. but
That
it's-
might be marketplace. Where's the entree? Tomahawk.
There
Okay,
it
they
is,
don't
yeah.
have the.
Just a monster steak.
They don't have it listed, but
The
there's
Yankees
something
are
that
good.
is a big communal plate. It's like $50 or $60, and it's like just a ton of food,
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
can just pick off of it. We want to go like a double date, have some other people come with us, and go check it
Yeah,
out.
tackle that.
There
Sure.
it is, the ahi nachos. That's
Oh,
great.
That's punny.
Tuna, cucumber salsa, lettuce, spicy mayo, wontons. That's what it is. Their chips are wontons.
Pair with a nice IPA, you're good to go.
I did happy hour, $6 bartender's choice.
That's nice.
So that's what they had. Yeah, it
Rather
was.
than an $8 or $9 beer.
It was, and that's what it would have been. And the mixed drinks, not too bad. Felt fancy, so we went there, and then we went over to the show.
It is. No, some
Cheaper
places-
drinks than RBTL.
You know, the older you get, the more you complain about restaurants. The lighting in some of these places.
Oh,
It's
you
like
can't see.
it's like, how about the flashlight move? It's so funny. I
Reading
don't
the
do that
menu?
yet. I'm
Reading
not.
the menu?
Yes, you put the readers on. You get the flashlight out, and you're just scanning the menu because the lighting is just like, is it nighttime in here?
I know. It is already like pitch black outside. We were sitting there. I haven't done that.
Some of these
just yet.
restaurants, like I remember the Cub Room as well. I think they just recently closed in the South Wedge. It's like dark in there, and you're like, you use the candle at the table,
Yeah.
to like
To see it. We did do that when we were kind of like hunched over, like I'm leaning back,
yeah.
trying to find a light to check the menu.
Oh,
But been there. But it's every time we go see a play, we do the same thing. We get the babysitter, Nosh, RBTL. Like it's
Love it.
just been a go-to because then we drive over there and park. So that was a lot of fun.
Cool spot.
We need to talk about the Bills. So I didn't see any of the game last night. On the road against Houston,
Yeah.
they've got Davis Mills, backup quarterback. I think
Davis
he's
Mills, yeah.
3-0 now this season.
You know,
playing well.
he throws the ball pretty well. He's pretty conservative. They hand the ball off just fine, and they rely on the defense.
Defense, best in the league. So we'd want to know, you get these two forces. Josh Allen just had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Houston's defense, which is incredible.
Right.
Josh Allen gets sacked 8 times.
Yes, he does.
Taken down early in a game. I got a text from a buddy of mine. He knows he can text me in the middle of the night, and I'll be asleep. And he's like, Josh Allen, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, never mind. He got back up. He
did.
took a hard
he
hit.
was writhing in pain.
Yeah, they apparently was bad, where it was like, okay, is this a dislocated shoulder, something broken, something torn on his left side? He said he was good to go, but he took some more hits. They had a chance late. They did the hook and ladder, is that what they call it? Where
Oh, it
a
was so
receiver
cool.
catches 4th and 20-something yards
Yeah,
to go.
yeah.
They get that.
What a great play that
they got a
was.
penalty with under a minute to go, and then he throws a pick right at the end. So
Which
they
is
lose.
too bad because it looked like there were guys open on that play.
Yeah, could have been. Josh Reed from our Buffalo station was down there in Houston and heard from the team post game.
Leading up to this game, we talked a lot about how physical and nasty the Houston Texans defense is. Well, unfortunately for Josh Allen, he got a first row seat to exactly how tough the Texans can be. He was sacked a career high 8 times.
Yeah, it's not fun. I ran into a couple myself. I got to be better with throwing the ball away and living to see another down and letting us play some situational football and pinning them deep. And too many times I was going backwards, and I got to be better on that.
And like when I see the kid get hit and he rolls around all hurt, stuff like that, you know, it's a tough day for the boys. Like that's like our little and big brother, you know, and it sucks, man. It sucks. I hate losing.
When they hit their quarterback 12 times, you know, that's I don't like that. I don't like that stat at all. And it's not a healthy way to play
Need some uplighting,
or a
man.
healthy way to keep our
Is it
quarterback
Nosh?
healthy through the remainder of
Yeah,
the season.
it's-
So
They're in the
that's
back.
just not a good formula right there.
Josh Allen went down due to a monster hit in the first quarter. Little bit of a scare. Josh, after the game, said that he landed on his left shoulder and it went numb for a little bit, but then added, "We're good." The Bills fall to 7-4 on the season. Next up, another road game, this time in Pittsburgh against the Steelers. In Houston.
That'll be the Sunday after Thanksgiving, going to Steel Town.
Yes.
The playoff picture, no one's clinched just yet, but
Right.
losing some distance. So listen, we focus on the left side, the AFC. So your Broncos still good.
Yes, sir.
The Patriots, we know another game with Buffalo coming. Colts, Steelers, Chargers. Keep scrolling down, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Down to the 6th seed. And depending on what the Jags do, I think they have a tiebreaker that Bills could be right on the edge by
Where's
the
the
end of the
Chiefs?
weekend. On the bubble, Texans, Chiefs. Further down, Ravens. What if Buffalo, the Chiefs, and the Ravens all miss the playoffs?
That'd be just wild.
Can you
That'd
imagine?
be wild. Ravens are surging. They're
They
getting
are.
healthier. So just a couple of thoughts about the Bills. This is an offensive line loss. I don't think the offensive line did great. 1. 2, they almost won the game for what it's worth. This
Yep.
would be a lot
So-
different of a conversation if he just could make 2 or 3 more passes. 3, the guy needs to just throw the ball out of bounds or something. Like, I get you're trying to make this magic happen. You can do that. But on the same level, when you're outside the tackle box, if you just chuck it, it's not intentional grounding. Just throw the ball, man.
Have they had 3 turnovers in 3 straight games? Something like that?
I think so. And he's never been sacked this many times.
No, not like that.
You
and
can't, and I hate blaming the quarterback. But, offensive line is so important, and you
But
can't
8
blame
times.
the quarterback every single time. But
he did say he ran into some of them.
Yes.
It's not just, so 8 sacks. McDermott said he got hit a dozen times. And then
Right.
there's also the hurries where maybe
Yeah.
an edge doesn't get the sack, but the play's busted because he's scrambling around.
tipped
and,
ball.
yeah.
Yeah. That return was fun to watch, wasn't it?
It was 97 yards.
Yeah, that was a cool return.
For Davis, right?
Yeah, the running back.
The running back, yeah. behind James Cook.
Yeah.
They got the scoring going early, and you thought maybe they'd be okay, but
Right.
it's tough.
Yeah, I brought it up to Iran, who is not a football person, because I tried to relate it to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, maybe, who knows, but outside factor, you're traveling
Road
on a
game.
short week, and you're also going west.
One time zone.
One time zone. I
But
know.
still, it's a long trip, but I think it's more the short week. And
I'm
now
giving
they
them
have
a-
the
Yeah, I agree. It's a short week, but it's short week and travel.
yeah. And to flip it, now they have the mini bye, so a week and a half off.
Right.
So there's nothing but Bills fans to just sit around and wait until Sunday afternoon against the Steelers after Thanksgiving. And another thing, Keon Coleman benched again.
Yeah, no Keon
That's-
Coleman.
I thought maybe it'd be the one game.
You only got so many spots on the roster.
It is true. And maybe he's riding the hot hand with some of the other guys. His last game, so the Dolphins game, he did have that touchdown, but
Yeah.
it was inconsistent and faced a lot of
Gabe Davis
criticism.
did just fine and wanted to. I think they missed Dalton Kincaid.
Big time. Big
Right?
time. The hamstring, right?
Yeah.
What he's dealing with. So, yeah, we've got that. So, Bills Mafia, you can sit around and watch all the other action. And if the Bills drop to the 7 seed,
That's what
right
I'm doing.
on the cut line.
Holding on to our bye Broncos. It's weird to see them up top, man. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
been many, many years since the Broncos have been sitting up top in late November on top of the league.
It's not just that. So it's the Broncos, the Patriots. It's been years since we've seen them up top.
Also
and then
true.
the Colts. And they all have room to play with because then you get the Giants, not the team, but like the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, the Chargers, all with 4 or 5
Yeah.
losses hanging around
Yeah.
in the back. There's going to be
Yeah.
some newbies, and we'll see who has home field advantage when we get towards January. Back here in just a moment with more on the pod this Friday. Couple
Hey.
more things to talk about here on this Friday with James.
Yes.
I'm Brennan, second cup of sunrise, ready for the weekend. So, I saw a story come through this morning about real IDs.
Yeah.
A new $18 charge may be
18.
coming if you don't have it. So the TSA has proposed a rule, and this was published yesterday in the Federal Register, that says if you are not Real ID compliant at security checkpoints, you could be hit with an extra $18 fee.
Yeah.
And I was reading in about this. Of course, we had years and years to do this, right? To go through and get it done. They kept delaying the rollout, and they finally said this year, here it is, you got to have it.
Right.
And then they said, okay, not everyone still has it because we all procrastinate. Not you, other people, me.
Yeah.
And we're still going to let them through. It just takes extra time to process. Well, now some of that is what they're saying is they're incurring the costs and they need to pass it on. Specifically, the TSA says, we're going to be launching this biometric identity verification program at checkpoints to screen people who don't have the Real ID or other alternatives such as a passport. And they say it's time and resource intensive
The passport. That's supposed to just.
if you don't. So they're saying if you just have a normal ID,
Yeah.
and we have to go through other steps to get you through. That costs money. And so they're now proposing that would be $18.
Man. Why don't they just not let people on the flight? That'll change. That'll get people fired up. Can't
Yes.
fly. Sorry. Stinks for you.
They will. And listen, you could say this to me if I did not have a passport and they'd be like, Brennan Summers, you waited too long. We gave you
Yeah.
since 20 years to do this,
You're done.
to have it.
Turn
And
around. Go away.
I think what they just ran into was
Make it $100.
too many Americans. The DMVs, they did not have enough spots. And so they said,
Yeah.
we can't turn away
couldn't process
all
it
these
through.
families that have a Disney trip, going out west, going to see
Yeah,
family, business,
I
or
know.
work by then,
I don't know.
or just wait. This was the first week that I saw, and I check occasionally just because I'm a weirdo thinking in my head about news stories about
Yeah.
when
Sure.
did we have appointments here at Monroe County. And I saw 1st of December, many days, open windows where you can start to book them now. So it seems like it finally started to clear.
I'm having trouble having sympathy for people that haven't done it yet. We've been talking about this for years.
Sure. I will say, and I'll give you an example for me.
Okay.
When my license came up for renewal during COVID, and a license is good for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
You could just do it online. I didn't have to go. So I didn't even have the option. And so say if I'm one of those people and it's like, hey, I renewed mine in 2022, I'm good for another 10 years. And now they're saying, hey, we need you to come back. And they're like, I couldn't for so long. And
Yeah.
say 2 years ago, I booked my trip that we're going to Italy or wherever it may be. Well, you would have had a passport then. You were going to New York City.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully people can take care of it if they haven't done it yet.
I still have not. I think my passport, I'm good for another 2
You
years. or
still
something.
haven't. Oh, you got your passport. So that'll
Yeah.
get you in.
So I got 2 more years. I'll figure it out then.
You're a
Don't
procrastinator.
lose the passport. But they're still letting us on. They're still letting us on.
You just got to pay a little fee.
$18 though. That's where people hate the fees. Yeah.
$18.
So we'll have that. A big grand opening today. The IKEA in Syracuse.
Yes.
They were going to let people start lining up at 7:00. It's Black Friday, a week early for them.
Yep.
The store at 9:45. And it's a Destiny USA, so it's going to be a lifesaver for the mall property. Every mall's had troubles going back and forth. A little scaled down from other stores if you've been to the one to go on the way to Toronto or anywhere else on your travels. And listen to the guy describe it,
Yeah.
the worker there.
Syracuse store is a new format for IKEA. We're super excited to expand this, but the feeling is of an IKEA store. You'll see the journey like all normal IKEA stores, where you get the inspiration from our room sets, from our range. We have over 5,500 products available to look at in store, with over 3,000 articles ready to take away today.
Let's play our favorite game. Guess that accent.
Yeah. Well, John lives there, so he's just
Yeah.
actually just showing his house off.
That's what it is.
Is what-
I think
Yeah,
maybe
s-
Scottish,
Northern I-
maybe?
Northern Ireland. I
Northern
think
Ireland, you
is
think.
probably
Yeah,
a
that's
good
pretty
region for John there. But yeah, you've been in IKEA. I never have, but I gotta put it on my bucket list to get out there.
It is good. So I'm putting that and also Boscov's, which I still haven't been to Greece.
Boscov's, yeah.
Because they keep advertising like suits for $120.
Right.
And I'm like, wow,
Sounds
check out this
good.
department store. IKEA's fun. Good prices. The furniture jokes of people say with the instructions and stuff, that's somewhat true depending on what you get. But you get there and you follow the yellow line on the floor and it just takes you through every room. You can hop on the beds, the couches, and then you end up in a cafeteria to check it
that's
out.
funny
So
there.
that's fun. It's close and it's just an hour away.
We go to Syracuse quite often, as my wife is from outside of Syracuse, so she's still got plenty of family over there. And I posted the mall. That mall is like top 10 biggest for walkers. Like if you walked and you didn't have to retrace your steps every level, it's like 6. It's like over 3 miles, something like that.
Wow.
So
Mall walkers.
It's still
get out there and walk around.
still a big mall.
Huge. Yeah, it had some great glory days and now getting that coming back.
Yeah.
IKEA is a great activity, by the way, for kids, even if you're not buying anything, just to
really?
go and just let them walk through
Okay.
and try out different things.
Nice.
You have about 30 seconds here on a weather.
Not a lot going on next couple days. I have light shower today, but most are mist. Partly cloudy tomorrow. That's really clouds to sun. Sunday, sprinkle. It's a warm front. And then we got a little warm stretch. A lot of people are talking about this cold Thanksgiving and early next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not too bad.
Yeah.
Then maybe some rain, snow by Black Friday.
We got one more show coming your way on the TV at noon. Back on the pod Monday at 9.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.